Hello, 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 my friends. Happy Saturday. And once again, welcoming you to Power Time. It's just shortly before 4 o'clock on Saturday. So we want to welcome you with open arms. We are back in town and we are ready to reach out to you again with our open arms. And as you know, sharing is caring. So we'll give ourselves another moment to gather today before we start our presentation. And it's so great to be back with you one more time. So we're back again at Power Time. Sharon Herbert coming to you live from Power in Nursing Innovations. And wow and wow, the world is spinning so quickly we're going to have to move a little quicker to catch up. So let's bring what we know from the world of nursing. And here we are. We're just now at 4 o'clock. And today, of course, we are sharing from the world of nursing as we do each and every week. Last week we talked about family and it was a quickie, but it was a great time for me even to rest, relax, and reflect on some of the relationships that I have missed for quite some time. So it just brought again memories from the past and things that, we kind of thought we had forgotten and they come rushing back. So reach out to your families. Reach out to your families, friends, colleagues, family members. They've all got a special place in your heart and you in theirs. So don't forget them. And we'll just put a period right there. We'll put a hold on that. Today, our topic is about pain. Yeah. But pain is really a part of life. But you know what? We can make it a little bit more fun than you thought. So, what about, hmm, a thinking game? So, you're going to have to do some work here, but it's all in the welcoming, opening spirit of togetherness. And we don't want to be in a pain place at all. But certainly, if you had to be there, think about who you'd want to be in the place with you. Who would you choose to be in the place with you? Who would you feel safe with? Who would you trust? Who do you know that would be at your side? And that's the same things that we need to think about every day in our workplace. So, what's your pain in the bump, bump, bump? What's your pain in the workplace? What's your pain? Think about that. Now, what is pain? Can you describe or define pain? Now, the things we certainly know is that pain isn't usually fun. Pain is not usually fun. And if anyone has had fun with pain, uh, you don't want to raise your hand probably. Just, think about what that means for you. But pain is an uncomfortable feeling, and it's a feeling that tells you something might be wrong. So, pain can be steady or throbbing or aching or pinching. You can probably think of some other ways to describe pain. But pain is a distressing feeling, and it can be caused by intense or damaging stimuli. So, as we're thinking about the pain in the workplace, what could you describe as a distressing feeling that accompanies your time in the workplace? Is it related to something that's physically intense or emotionally stressful? Yes, physical and mental stimuli can cause pain as well. And pain is not usually a positive, and it can motivate individuals to withdraw from those stressful negative stimuli and reflecting on protecting oneself and your body, mind, and soul while you heal from that particular negative stimuli. Hmm, let's all take a little pause here and think about what that means to folks who are nurses. And one of our most unfortunate scenarios is that people don't know who we are and what we do. They think that we are just robots, maids, technicians. They don't know what goes into being a nurse and how nurses can experience acute stress that can then become pain. You know, we work long hours, irregular hours, and the environments are so hectic while you're caring for acutely ill patients, different scenarios, different patient outcomes, and it's every day is a different day. So you can't say, okay, got this because I had it yesterday. Yeah, it's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. And you have to prepare your own self to be shielded from some of those environments and the times when you're dealing with life and death issues. You can't prepare for that every day. COVID has been its own stressor for many of us. And who could have prepared for that? And here we are 3 years later. I think I heard someone say today, and please give me a little pass on this one. I heard the CDC making some recommendations about the immunizations for children 5 and under, but it still became like, okay, so remind people that yes, we are still dealing with COVID and we're not finished yet. Moderate to high stress levels are normal, unfortunately, for more than half of us each day at the workplace. And high stress levels can affect your health and well being. Every day you go through these same acute care stressors, and they deplete your energy. And that can even put a damper on your critical thinking skills. If you're tired, if you're hungry, if you have low energy, you may find that you're not thinking quite as well all the time. So let's think about how stress is a pain producer. So your pain in the workplace, oh, it can be so many things, but it is most always related to stressors. And how do we deal with stressors? Because nurses' work requires a high level of skill. You can't just go in and change a bandage and make a bed and sit back down and say, okay, I'm done. I don't need to pay attention to the fact that my patient's blood pressure was sky high. They didn't eat their breakfast and they didn't take their medications. Yeah, you can't just say, well, that's okay, because I'm gonna just move on. And nursing is a 24-hour job. You can't just do one thing and sit down and relax. Besides the fact that we generally work 12 hours and now sometimes 16 hours, you know, relaxing is not usually a part of our agenda. But also the emotional burdens, the ones that we talked about, stressors that could be internal, but also external stressors, short staffing, patient and family issues and concerns. Those can be quite difficult. And those are demonstrations of pain. Those are pains in the workplace. So, your physical health and emotional health are components of our pain and stress. And what can we do? What can we do to free ourselves of some of those stressors? And yes, that is pain. So, what can you do? Things that you can do are to prepare yourself for what you will be accomplishing during the day. It's a funny but small thing. If you can accomplish your 12 hours without having, life and death circumstances to have to deal with, you can chalk that up and say, oh my goodness, there's this one day. I made it. And give yourself a hand. Encourage yourself. Be aware of what you are facing. And when you make it through, give yourself a hug and make sure that you get to recharge yourself each and every day. Even if you thought that day without a death was good, still within you, you need to be able to rest, relax, and recharge at the end of the day because your mental health is certainly a priority. So, working on your pain, what else can you do? And what can your organizations do for you? How can your stress in the workplace be managed? Can your leaders help you? Can your leaders help you by checking to see how things are going on your unit every day and giving you some encouragement for the day as well? That's one thing. So you can find a place and a space where you are encouraged every day. And it will be a one step at a time. And that's one step forward. As we say, forward focus. So we don't just have to sit and acknowledge our pain and do nothing. Let's work to move forward. And don't forget that as you move forward, you want to take someone else with you. And it's June, your new grads are coming. Help them to move along and not get stuck in that pain either. So let's work together. Let's not go down one at a time without asking for help. We're here to help each other each and every day. Each and every day. So check with your colleagues about how they're doing. And maybe they have some ideas that can help you in the pain recovery process as well. Because, I always say how smart you all are, and I'm never going to give up on saying how smart we are and how creative and how protective we are of each other. So don't leave anyone out there in the cold and in the pain place alone. Ask your leaders what can be done to make the scheduling better. It's going to be a challenge to bring money into the discussion, but you can make other changes that can help you one foot forward, one foot forward. And we're not going to dissolve every one of our pain points one at a time is what we are going to have to do. And it will be certainly a challenge. But as we do it together, we grow together. We know that we stand as a family, and sharing is caring. So let's move on together to make each day a better day for each other, because no one can keep us down unless we let them. And we're too smart for that. So let's work together. Pain is one huge component of our day, yes. And we can do coaching, meditation, prayer, yoga. There are so many ways to take a few moments in your morning of positive affirmation just to help you get your mind right. Because we do this because we love it. And yes, we're going to have occasional roadblocks, but let's help each other to help the world to be better. So here we are again, and we have lots of ideas, and I'm sure that you have some as well. Let's share them. Let's share them and make each other's world a better, better place. There are so many ways that we can help each other to grow. Stay safe and healthy, my friends, and we'll see you next Saturday at Power Time. And please be well, stay well, each one teach one, and have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. We'll see you on Monday at Nurses Power Life Moments. And don't forget, on Tuesday, we're going to do some storytelling. I'll tell my story. And let's hear your story, because your story isn't really for you. Aha! I bet you didn't know that. So let's find out who your story is for. We'll see you on Tuesday. Invite a friend to the free event. Find out the power of your story. Be well. You know you can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram, and we're here to help each other grow. Stay safe and we'll see you next time. Bye bye now.